Well, good news, Ben. I think we finally figured out what to call our fandom from a speak pipe from Jeff.
Hey guys, listened to the episode today, and I have an idea for what we can call the fans of the pod. Might sound silly, but I think we can be called the nutbags.
What are you, nuts?
Thanks, Jeff.
Nut bags. Like at a minimum, just let's call them the nutsacks, right? Like if we're gonna do a play on what are you nuts, at least the nutsack. What's a nut bag? What's a nut bag?
It's what are you, nutbag? It's like a crazy guy.
Yeah, but like it's so dated and not like come on.
It's not.
No.
Do better, Jeff.
That's not it, Jeff.
Listen.
You like nutsacks?
No.
No?
I mean, I love it. I love it. It's not great. And now, didn't you get some submissions for our fandom names?
They were terrible. I'm sorry, guys. Look, when we asked for suggestions, we didn't mean bad suggestions, and we should have clarified that we meant good suggestions.
It's a big hill to climb.
Yes,
it's not easy.
For sure. But you know how people like to say that there's no such thing as a bad question? Like there is such thing as a bad recommendation for what we should call this community of good guys listeners.
Right.
And every single person that sent me one, it was one worse than the next. The do-gooders. What are we? What are we?
I can just feel people listening in their car and hearing your their suggestion read aloud and them just going, oh.
Yeah, look, sorry. If you submitted the do-gooder and you're driving, just drive off the bridge that you're on. Just
don't drive off a bridge.
The thing about bridges, they've made it too hard to drive off. Like they're really like the sides are they're bridge makers make it easier to exit.
Is that one of your points when you're running for the New York mayor?
I will make it easier to drive off a bridge.
You're like, I'm going to end the horse carriages in Central Park.
Yes, I will.
I'm going to make it easier for you to end yourself off a bridge.
Yes, I will.
And new rat czar?
Yeah, by the way, this rat czar, I've heard nothing from him since. Came out with a bang, big title.
Yes.
What has he done?
I saw them stick a tube into the street and they were like, bye-bye rats. I think they're going to survive.
I think the rats are fine.
Yeah.
They're fine.
The rats are living.
There's a kingdom. There's a kingdom below us. Huge rats. We've spoken about the rat king before. As big as me. Huge rat. Not as big as me.
That's crazy.
There's I think it's 8 times the rats to people in New York City. Something like that.
Well, that makes sense.
I know, but so many rats and huge rats. Excuse me. God, you've gotten me sick. I knew it.
I'm not sick. I'm just a little raspy, babe.
Okay, you have 2 options. Either I make fun of you for drinking hot tea in 95-degree weather, or you admit that you're sick.
I'm a little raspy, babe.
God!
Stop it. I didn't get you sick. It doesn't happen that quick. It's not norovirus.
No, it doesn't. Which, don't even get me started.
Oh, I was about to say something and you threw me off with these accusations.
Rats. We were talking about big rats.
Yes, we're talking about big rats and big problems. And, speaking of infestations, thank you. I have a bit of an issue in my home. I have some spiders.
Ooh.
Joshy don't like spiders. Joshy's scared of spiders.
I understand.
So we had a guy, wonderful exterminator. He said, I can only come during the week. I said, I have young kids in the house during the week. We can go away for an extended period on the weekend for like 6 hours, whatever you need. But during the week, it's hard. Mm-hmm. We have nap schedules. He goes, find another exterminator. I go, thanks for nothing. Okay. So the other day, and I'm learning the strategies of owning a home. I see a guy get out of his truck and it says exterminator on the truck. I go, there he is. I don't want to go through Terminex. I don't want to talk. I don't want big business. I want mom and pop extermination. You know what I mean? I don't want to grease the suits at Terminex.
No.
So I see this guy. He goes, no problem. I got it for you. I go, great. He comes over, sprays it all. I'm waiting outside for him. He goes, I noticed in your garage there's an open hole. You got any mice or rats in your house? Come right in. I go, not to my knowledge, but now you've ruined my life.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be in fear. Now I'm going to be afraid that a mouse is going to roll up with a spider on his back. They're both going to launch at me in my flipping sleep. I go, he goes, I could take care of it for you. I go, you can? He goes, yeah, I got some mesh in the truck, metal mesh. I'll just screw it right in, power drill. I go, I'd love that. And here's a little bit of, a little gelt, right? Couple greenbacks for you. He goes, I can't. I go, sure you can.
I can't.
Sure you can.
He declined your money?
He said once he couldn't, then he said yes.
Then he took it.
And you know what? All I have to say is there's nothing better than having a guy.
A guy.
I got his number in my phone. He's my new best friend.
Nothing better than having a guy.
Life is about having a guy.
You need guys with everything.
Yes.
You need a guy for everything.
Can I tell you another funny story?
Of course.
Because this is how nuts I am. So I own a Tesla because I have a podcast that does okay. And it's getting better. Shout out Elon. The service scene is getting much better. But for a time, it was just really done in a way where it was just very impersonal, right? You had to do everything through the app. And there was no let me call my guy at whatever it is, at Honda or BMW, wherever your car is, because we have a rapport and he can tell me quickly, hey, bring it in. I'll make sure you have a time today. So I meet this guy. Guy's name is Josh when I go to Tesla.
Sure.
His
name is Josh. Fake name.
I don't know. I try not to learn people's names as a rule.
Too personal.
Am I a bad person? No. Okay. So I'm with Josh and we're talking. He's like, I'm going to get your car ready. And he's like, oh, and he's looking at my shoes. He goes, you wear Hokas? I go, yeah. He goes, I've wanted a pair of those. I go, you don't say. I said, Josh, let me ask you something. And I don't mean to be too personal. Around what size are you? You better believe that I came back the next time to pick up my car with a brand spanking new size 13. This Tesla, Josh, got a big dick.
Wow, huge.
Huge. But I come with a pair of size 13 Hokas. This guy's in my pocket now.
Unbelievable.
Josh is mine.
Yeah, but you do right by your guys.
Listen,
that's how you build the rapport with a guy. People think the guys just fall out of the sky. No, guys are built on relationships like free Hokas.
Invest in your guy.
Invest in your guy.
I agree.
Wow.
So now, and it was so funny because I get a text from him later and I'm sitting next to my wife and I go, babe, it's Josh from Tesla. And he goes, hey man, shoes fit great. Just wanted to say thanks. So cool getting a gift from a stranger.
Shoes fit great. Want to see a picture of my cock?
And my wife was like, you gave a stranger shoes? I'm like, I guess it's not charity because I'm getting something in return, but I felt like $1 million.
He wouldn't have said that he wanted, anybody that says that they've really wanted Hokas deserves a pair of Hokas.
I just said, you know what, Josh, you deserve it. Meanwhile, Josh got married, just had a kid. Mazel Josh.
Oh, wow. You guys are close.
Yeah. I keep checking in. He keeps fishing for more new shoes. He's not getting them.
Josh, I love your new Hokas.
I'll be honest. Tesla Josh moved branches. You're dead to me.
He's gone.
It's
it's gone.
So good to have a guy.
But back to the guy, the original guy.
Tell me.
In your house, the mice, the rats, the hole. You mentioned he took a piece of mesh and screwed in. Why don't you just patch the hole with some cement? What's this mesh like?
It's a vent type electrical. There are things outside where a plug is going in the house. It's through the garage. So it's a small opening that needed to stay open to an extent. But now the only thing that can come through is the electric cord.
And you're saying that a rat can't chew through that mesh.
It's metal. It's probably steel.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not like bathing suit mesh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your guy knew what he was doing. I'm so sorry for questioning your guy. I regret it the second I asked.
Take it up with Ramon. Take it up with Ramon. Pillsbury, baby. Team Pillsbury over here. Look, you know that you would love a simple recipe for your weekly dinner rotation, and that's where Pillsbury crescent rolls come in. Yeah, that one. I'm built like a crescent roll, let's be honest. But the truth is, we've loved Pillsbury crescent rolls our whole life, and now you can throw it into your weeknight recipe and make your life easy. Because it's as easy as fill, roll, bake. I know you've been looking for an excuse to use more crescent roll, and here's your excuse. Because you're going to be able to please your picky eaters, you're going to be able to move on with your evening, and you're going to make something delish. You can roll up your favorite ingredients into a crescent roll, whether maybe it's a chicken bacon ranch, a ham and cheese, a pepperoni pizza crescent roll. I can hear my son from school being like, "Did you say pepperoni pizza crescent roll, Dad?" I'm in. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And with Pillsbury, it makes dinner prep in 30 minutes or less. I mean, come on. And you can find Pillsbury in the dairy aisle, and you can find me in the dairy aisle grabbing that Pillsbury crescent. You know what I'm saying? So find more weeknight dinner recipes at Pillsbury.com. You're going to love it. Get those dinner ideas, get those dinner recipes. It's making your life so easy. Find more weeknight dinner recipes at Pillsbury.com. I'm tired of wasting time. I'm tired of dealing with people. I'm tired of going to the store and dealing with parking and wondering if I'm going to find the things that I need. And that's where Drizzly comes in, because Drizzly is the go-to app for drink delivery. Now, it's the most convenient way to get beer, wine, and spirits delivered to your doorstep right when you want it. And you know, we're about to hit that occasion season, whether it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is that you're about to get into. You know that your life would be easier when you're worried about everything to just be able to jump on the Drizzly app and get the drinks that you want. They have a tailored experience that lets you find the perfect drink for the right occasion and a huge selection of drinks from wherever you are. But here's the best part. You'll save money by comparing prices on drinks across multiple stores. So in addition to convenience, you're getting a great deal. And Drizzly is a perfect gift for any occasion. My sister-in-law, shout out Blake, is getting married soon, and I don't think it's any secret. Blake likes a couple, she likes a little sip or two. You know what I mean? So I'm going to gift her a Drizzly, and I know that she's just going to be stoked to have all that ease at her fingertips. Love it. Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com and use code GOODGUYS to receive $5 off or $0 delivery fee off your next order. You must be 21 plus, not valid in all states. Codes cannot be combined with any other offers, not valid at all retailers. Code expires 10/6/23, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. That's a masculine name.
That's a guy.
You know?
Amazing. What a name.
I just love. You got any guys?
I have a reservations guy. I do.
It's great.
Send a nice email. But the truth is, I'm now here thinking to myself, do I do enough for my guys?
Oh,
I have the guys, but I reciprocate really with a thank you and a 20 when I see somebody in person. But no, you're personalizing. Somebody asks for shoes, you get them shoes. I should really be asking my reservationist, what do you like? How can I enhance your life? You enhance my life with a last minute reservation. How can I enhance your life? You have me here thinking that I'm not reciprocating the way that I should be to keep these relationships, because selfishly, of course, I want these relationships to stay in my favor.
Yes.
And they can't stay in your favor if you don't make it a two-way street.
I agree. And it makes me, I realized something else. I go to a place, here's the thing about me, I'm a pisher. I'll ruin a road trip. I pee all the time. My sugar's fine. I'm not even close to pre-diabetic. I don't know why I pee so much.
Mm.
You know what? Save your urology for someone else. Don't tag me. I don't want to hear your opinions.
They're going to tell you.
I'm a well-hydrated king. Anyway, I have my spots. I have a restaurant by my son's school where I like to go. And if I need to pee while I'm waiting to pick him up, I go in there. They open the bathroom for me. Lovely. Now, they've taken to give me, I'll always order something because I'm not a freeloader, you know? And I'll say, I'll take a fountain beverage. My son, he'll love it. 3-part seltzer, 1-part lemonade. Delish. They give me the cup for free. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm Josh Peck, but I think it's because I'm Josh Peck. I go, stop it. You don't need to give me, stop. Let me buy it, please. They go, no, it's my pleasure. So then I go, where's the tip cup, right? They wax me, I wax them. But I can't do anything less than a 5.
No.
Otherwise, I'm a dirtbag.
For sure.
This drink that is priced at $2.49 is now costing me $5 because I'm tipping. Is this nuts?
It is nuts. It is nuts.
What do I do?
Nothing. You can't.
Right.
You can't.
So they're
You're being
hustling
screwed.
me.
Yes, they're hustling you.
They're smart.
hustling you. They're
Right.
very smart. Geniuses.
Wow.
Geniuses. Because if you
Unbelievable.
came in asking for an omelet, they'd make you the omelet. But because you're asking for something so small that costs them nothing,
Nothing.
a fountain soda machine pays for itself in the first week. Nothing. Especially with your ordering. A little bit of lemonade, mostly seltzer, carbonated water. It's free. It's free. You're being schemed.
I am.
You're their guy. You don't even realize it.
walking all over me
They've been walking all over you.
for a Chris 5 spot. I can't believe
You
it.
didn't even realize.
Feels good to be taken advantage of
You didn't even
sometimes.
realize. So tonight we're going to Parkside for dinner.
Let's
Incredible
talk about-
Italian place. Because I'm a good friend,
You really
driving
are.
Josh to the airport.
You're driving me to the airport, and we're driving in New York City. Which, as a New York kid, I know you grew up with a car, but I literally feel like we're on a magic carpet.
No, it's insane.
It's a nice.
But I
car
love
too.
it. But I love driving in the city. Driving in the city is the best. But all the time, every time that I've come to LA, Josh, in one way or another, you've picked me up somewhere, you've driven me somewhere. I needed to reciprocate.
Come on.
LaGuardia is next to Parkside, which is a classic, like originally mob-owned Italian spot. I want to know, what are you ordering?
Ooh, should we look at the menu?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I love
I'm
this
down.
segment.
I'm down.
I love this
I'm
segment.
down. I'm down. I'm down. You need me to send it to you? I have it open.
Yeah, send it
Okay,
over
okay.
because I'm excited.
Okay.
In the interim, should we keep people excited and play another speak pipe so
Yes,
they
we
keep
should.
listening because they're gonna want to hear the menu stuff?
Yes, we should.
Okay, great. I'm right there with you.
I think my neighbors.
Sorry, Mike. They're right. Here we go. Anonymous.
Love the pod. So, what's up with prostitutes? Like, is it like a thing that guys are really into? Like, what's the deal with it? You know, do most guys end up fucking a prostitute at some point in their life, or like it just higher, or is it more prevalent than we think? What's your take on it? Thanks, guys.
It's so Seinfeld or Curb. What's up with prostitutes?
I will say that I did pre-screen that speak pipe, and our wonderful engineer producer Wolf was listening and turned to me and said, "That shit's messed up."
It is.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
someone hurt her.
Yeah, I
This
can.
is bad.
We can say collectively that what's up with prostitutes? Not much.
Yeah.
Most good normal guys are not frequenting prostitution.
Ladies in the night.
I prefer that's a much better term.
Sure.
It's not their fault.
No, they're entrepreneurs.
They are. They are.
Sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're thieves.
Well, and then sometimes it's also completely against their will.
Yes. Well, that's
Yeah.
trafficking. Cool. Well, now.
Cut this out, Josh. Yes.
Problem. Red flag. Not true. Most guys, not prostitution. If you had come and said, what's the deal with a hand job spot? I could tell you that, there are some guys that occasionally like something like that. Right? It's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. Prostitutes are not a normal weekly, it's not a normal thing.
Yeah.
Unless you disagree. But
No,
at least
it's like
from my vantage point,
every 10 years.
this is not a normal.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
You have a guy.
Yeah. His name's Spider Mike.
He's called a pimp.
Yeah.
But yeah, not normal. So cool. Parkside?
Yes, Parkside. Yeah, I mean, but she sounded upset. Like
Yeah.
somebody
Hurt
she
her.
was dating perhaps visited one of these ladies in the night.
Yeah. Problem. Break up with him. Or go visit a man in the night. Give it right back.
A gigolo.
Yeah.
There was a show on Showtime called Gigolos.
No, but I just remember Deuce Bigelow, the European gigolo. Or the man gigolo. What wasn't that? What was
Yeah, Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
Male gigolo. Fantastic.
Here's the thing. I would love to be a gigolo. And I'm not just saying that for not just like not for like the intimate acts, the romantic interludes. I really love making people feel good. And if they happen to be female, even better.
I'm with you.
And like, I would just like the small talk. Like, if you want me to rub your feet and you want to tell me about your day, great.
Being a male gigolo is highly underrated.
I'm just down for, I like friendship.
Yeah.
I'm going to come out and say it on this podcast and everywhere.
Also, gigolo is such a great word.
Yeah.
They got screwed, the women, with their word. What is their word? Whore?
Oh, God.
All right, so Parkside? What are we ordering?
Parkside. Okay.
All right, so what are we ordering?
I
So
can't
again,
wait for this.
really just infamous Italian spot.
Yes.
Fantastic food. Frequented by Mets players.
Great.
That's not why we're going.
And
though.
the mafia,
And
as
the-
you said.
and the
Shout out the mafia.
All right, so as we go down, I'm just going to mention some things that I like. A stuffed artichoke. You a fan of an artichoke?
HelloFresh, baby. You're spending too much time stressing about what you're going to have for dinner tonight. Flat out. I'm sorry. You're wasting time, whether you're going to the store and you're walking down the aisles. The store is probably not going to have everything you need. You're consulting recipes. You're worried about parking, and then you're going to have to rush back after work. You've done enough today, guys. And it's just too much stress. It's a waste of time. And that's where HelloFresh comes in. You can start a fresh fall routine with HelloFresh. They handle all your meal planning and shopping. They deliver everything you need to cook up a tasty meal right at home. That's what I love. It removes the thought process. The other day, I made like this delicious meal that I knew was, going to be well-rounded, have good nutrition, that my son was going to love it, and I wasn't going to have to think. They also have quick and easy recipes and 15-minute meals. If you want to go even quicker, you get a tasty dinner on the table in less time than it takes to get takeout or delivery. And when it comes to options, HelloFresh's menu includes 40 recipes and over 100 add-on items. So there's plenty to choose from. And they've got delicious dinners. It's very fall inspired right now, but there's 40 weekly recipes, like I said, from veggie to family friendly to fit and wholesome. And they also have like easy breakfasts, quick lunches, fresh snacks. It's not just dinner. The HelloFresh Market allows you to add on any tasty, time-saving solution to your weekly box. So go to HelloFresh.com/50goodguys and use code 50goodguys for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. That's HelloFresh.com/50goodguys and use code 50goodguys for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. I'm literally drinking Element as we speak. Look, I, like you, always thought electrolytes, we always hear about them, enough already, because I'm either going to be adding a bunch of calories to my water and I'm not an athlete. Why do I need electrolytes? But the truth is that you do, whether you've had a couple glasses of wine or you're working out and you've got an active lifestyle, you can't go wrong when you're taking in a little bit of extra potassium, magnesium, sodium, the perfect ratio, which allows you to stay more hydrated, to really put the water you're drinking to good use. But here's the best part, right? Element has no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients. The ratios are perfect and they're science backed. So you're going to get 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium. And whether you've been dealing with headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, sleeplessness, you're probably at an electrolyte deficiency state. And for me, I know that I was totally dealing with muscle cramps and whatnot because your boy gets it in. I'm doing yoga. I live that active lifestyle. And suddenly, truly, when I was drinking Element and making sure I got the electrolytes I needed, I started to feel way better. And, people in the NBA, NFL, NHL, Olympic athletes, they're all using Element to feel better. So right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any purchase. That's 8 single serving packets free with any Element order. It's a great way to try all 8 flavors or share Element with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/goodguys. This deal is only available through my link, so you must go to drinklmnt.com/goodguys. Element offers no questions asked refunds. Try it totally risk-free. If you don't like it, share it with a salty friend, and they will give you your money back, no questions asked. You got nothing to lose. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Good Guys podcast. It means the world to us. And when you use our promo code and continue to support the pod, it allows us to give it to you for free. And one of our favorite sponsors, you know them, we know them, we love them, Hero Bread. I'm not kidding around, guys. I love bread, but it's for my entire life been the bane of my existence because, bread comes with baggage. Let's be honest, right? But now we have Hero Bread. It's tasty, it's delicious, and the highest compliment is it tastes like bread. But here's the catch. It's high fiber, ultra low net carbs, and 0 grams of sugar per slice. But again, it tastes like bread. You're not sacrificing, you're not compromising. I've tasted them all. There is truly nothing like Hero Bread. And they've got sliced breads, buns, tortillas. If you're going to have a barbecue, you could throw a burger on there. I did that the other day and it was just like heaven, still embracing what's left of summer. Yeah, but it has fewer calories than the leading national brand and 5 grams of protein per slice. And we're all trying to get that extra protein in there. I know you all lift. I know you're all getting your gains or your sustains. But I'm telling you, Hero Bread, there's no catch. It's delicious and it's got all that good stuff that you need. The other day I made my son French toast with it and he was like bugging out and didn't even question that he was also getting a little bit extra nutrients. So here's the best part. Visit hero.co and use code GOODGUYS at checkout for 10% off your first purchase. That's hero.co. Use code GOODGUYS for 10% off your first order.
Is an artichoke they, them?
I think so.
Yeah, no. An artichoke is a delicious, delicious veg, and you throw some butter and breadcrumbs in there. What could be bad?
Throw it in the oven. Make sure that meat. There's nothing worse though than an undercooked artichoke.
Crazy. Got to be in season.
Yeah, like when you take that. What is it? Petal?
The leaf.
Leaf.
Yeah.
Take that leaf off the heart.
Oh.
Run it down your teeth and you can't get any meat. Terrible.
Yes.
Terrible. That restaurant is. I'm never going again.
My mom used to steam her own artichokes at home. She never took the pointy things off the top of the leaf.
Huh.
Awful. Awful experience. I'm getting pinpricked. It's like
you're bleeding.
It's like I'm having my blood sugar check. Ma, get it together. Well, yeah.
Mom, I'm bleeding.
Yeah. This sucks.
I'm bleeding. Pasta fagioli. Do you say fagioli or fagioli?
Pasta fagioli.
Or fagioli. Unbelievable.
It's like a bean soup, but with pasta in it.
Yes, and those beautiful little pastas with the holes. What kind of pasta is that? You know what I'm talking about? The little holes.
Fugatelli.
Unbelievable.
I don't know. I just made that up.
So good.
Yeah, it is.
So good.
And you know why the different shapes of the pastas exist?
No. Do tell.
It's to be vehicles for the sauce.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting. Yes.
So like an Alfredo is best with a fettuccine. It's just a great sauce vehicle, the long, sort of wider strips. You would never do a spaghetti Alfredo. It's sick.
Sick.
You serve spaghetti Alfredo to someone,
Totally.
you go, you're a Russian plant. What? Get the fuck out of my house.
So heavy.
Spaghetti Alfredo?
Nuts.
Yeah, you're not getting your fork out of there.
No. Imagine angel hair Alfredo.
It's like angel hair and mushroom soup.
By the way, I would love angel hair Alfredo. Can we get it tonight? Oh, God, so
probably.
much diarrhea. Penne alla vodka. Classic.
All it is it's tomato sauce with cream.
Everything with cream is better. Coffee.
Yeah.
I know you prefer black, but
But when I do it, I'll do it up.
you'll do it up.
I like getting dirty. I like getting like French vanilla coffee mate thick, like
You
a
do.
quarter of the French vanilla and then 3/4 coffee. Oof.
When is Big Coffee going to admit that they are never, ever, ever getting hazelnut back?
What do you mean?
I've been going into Starbucks for the last year asking for a pump of hazelnut because I like hazelnut
Sure, me too.
and I like sugar-free hazelnut in particular. Never there. Sorry, we only have vanilla.
Maybe it's just your local branch.
I've been to several in New York. Never have hazelnut.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Look
So-
into it.
A silent boycott.
Look into it. I'm just saying.
Oh, I mean, I could literally. I guess it's like if I had a restaurant, it would be called Just the Apps, and it's just you're sharing bloomin' onions, spinach artichoke dip, calamar, as they call it, garlic breads, garlic knots, all the things.
Delicious.
I just love sharing apps.
Do you like a fried zucchini?
It depends. I'm really on the fence about zucchini, and I don't care who hears it.
Look, it can't be too thick. Is that what you're
Fair.
saying?
Yes.
Yeah, it needs to be like a French fry.
How do you feel about a squash blossom?
I feel good about it. I like squash.
Mm.
You don't like squash?
I love squash.
Yeah.
Eggcorn,
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
squash guy.
butternut.
Oh, butternut squash soup. Fantastic. You know why it's so fantastic? Cream.
Yes.
Cream. They took the butternut, pureed it, cream. This pasta on here, truffle and mushroom fettuccine. I love a truffle.
Me too.
And I love a fettuccine. It's a great noodle.
How do you feel about a truffle oil? Because my friend Max Shapiro, he's very against it.
I like it. I do think, though, that if you're not careful, the same way that a little goes a long way, a lot goes a long way.
It's
There's a lot.
overpowering.
Overkill. Overpowered. Too
Yes.
much. Too much. Then anything in it. You like peas in your pasta?
A beautiful textural addition.
Lovely. Like a fettuccine Alfredo, throw in some peas.
Learned about it from my wife. The only good thing she's ever done for me. Just kidding. Sorry, Paige. I love our children.
So good. All right. Ooh, there's a steak, a filet mignon. How do you feel about getting a steak at an Italian restaurant?
Waste.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
But I will say a chicken parm, a veal marsala, or as I like to call it, baby cow. Also a tableside Caesar.
Thoughts on a salmon oreganata? You don't like it.
Not necessary.
You don't like it.
I
What
think
about a Dover sole?
a Dover sole? That's a white fish.
Yes.
Again, I'm not like if a guy named, Tony at the restaurant who's serving us goes, nobody orders it, but we eat it and it's great. I'm going with Tony's
In.
rec. But otherwise, I'm never ordering that. Should we get to desserts?
We should. Oh, you're going to hate my choice, but I
Wow,
love
they
carrot
will.
cake.
Hate it.
You love carrot cake?
Carrot cake is a premium cake.
So good.
Oh my God.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Cream cheese frosting.
So
Oh,
good.
please.
So good.
Also,
Cannoli.
cannoli, can't go wrong. A little tiramisu is nice.
I love a creme brulee. But is a creme brulee really Italian? Can't be.
French.
French.
Creme.
French.
Creme brulee. Creme brulee.
Yeah, totally.
What do you mean? Creme brulee. Bonjour. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Let me smoke my cigarette.
Do you do any acceptable impressions?
No, all of mine are not acceptable. You can use your imagination. You're not baiting me. Nope, not happening.
I wonder if I can do my Obama with my scratchy voice.
Try.
Good, folks. We're here. God.
This is Obama if he's contracted
Joe
COVID.
Biden. How about this? The other day, I was driving my son, and he was like, I want to go to that store. I love that store. And I was like, what store? He goes, Dick's. I love Dick's.
But same.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic store. What does he love there?
He loves it all. He loves anything sports. He wants to get everything. But the other day, my father-in-law took my son to Dick's Sporting Goods to go pick up his golf clubs. And there was a smash and grab happening.
Really?
The second one my son has been privy to before 5 years old. And it was fun. My father-in-law actually said the people were very nice. And as they ran by, like one of them kind of hit his shoulder and said, oh, sorry, excuse me. And kept going. But I mean, geez Louise.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
it's
New
not
York
the
and
best.
LA are in trouble.
Are they?
I think so.
Or are they just going to be just fine? Like
I don't
they've
know.
been forever.
I don't know.
I can't tell.
I don't know.
At what age do we start going, something's in trouble? Because I think it's a sign of age.
I think now. I do think now.
Yeah.
I think now. I think COVID unfortunately did a number on these cities. They just haven't bounced back the way. You know, I'm the biggest proponent. New York's back, all this stuff. It's not back.
Is it?
It's back, but then it's not. It's
Right.
not. It's not. There's still too many vacancies. There's too much small crime. Maybe we just need to lay down the law a little bit. Maybe the problem is that it's a little too loose. People are a little bit too loose.
Have you ever committed like a crime? And if so, admit it here.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty straight and narrow. Of course, just like everybody else, I have accidentally left the store with something without paying and be like, oh my God. And then I'd go back in and I'd pay for it.
Right.
But no, I have never intentionally committed a crime. Have you?
The only thing I do is sometimes I will watch an illegally streamed fight at a friend's house. I feel terrible about it. Don't come for me. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Internet crime? That's not crime.
It isn't?
I don't think so. No, like streaming something, sharing a Netflix password. These aren't crimes.
Right.
These aren't crimes.
It's not like I work in that industry or anything.
No issues. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's not like you're seeing it by a per user basis anyways. You're getting a lump sum.
Should we listen to another speak pipe?
We should.
I think we got some more good ones.
We should. And then I have a great what are you nuts?
Oh, really?
I do.
Oh God, I can't wait. Okay. Here's one from Nat.
Nat with an N?
Hey, good guys, big fan of your show. I need advice. Basically, I have two friends that have been dating for a year, and yesterday they came home and said that they got married. All of a sudden, they were not engaged. The tea is that the day before, he told me he wanted to break up with his girlfriend, and now they're married. What do? Do I tell the wife that the husband said this? Or do I not say anything and just leave the relationship? I don't know what to do.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth shut.
Nat, keep it to yourself and our hundreds of thousands of listeners, will you?
Keep your mouth shut. That husband came to you in a moment of crisis, looking for a shoulder to cry on.
Yes.
If you expose him now because of one fleeting moment of insecurity, not worth it.
My wife constantly says, I don't want to be with you anymore. I say, you're talking crazy, babe. And then time passes and we don't make eye contact for a couple weeks. And it passes.
It passes. Look, sometimes you have a moment of weakness.
Yes.
Definitely don't tell his wife. That's not nice. It's not nice to her.
No, it's not.
nice. It's not nice to her. Don't tell her that because she can't unmarry him now. I guess that's what divorce technically is, but it's too soon.
Have you ever been excommunicated by a friend for being overly opinionated and maybe not in their relationship, like For instance, I've had friends who've gone through breakups, but it's like the back and forth. They get together, they break up. They get together, they break up. And what happens is you're the shoulder to cry on, and then they're telling you all these bad things about the person. And if they're your primary friend and their spouse was your secondary friend, you have an allegiance to said primary friend.
Yes.
So me, finally, I go, listen, it's done. When I turn, it's over. Because then I start getting mad for my friend. I get defensive. I can't believe they would treat you that way.
Mm-hmm.
Let them go.
Mm-hmm.
They're good for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. Good luck. You know?
See ya.
See ya. They wind up getting back together in 2 weeks. Nobody talks to Josh.
Yeah.
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 Has that ever happened to you? You seem too nice.
I definitely give an unbelievable amount of unsolicited advice.
Sure.
That's for certain.
Sure.
And sometimes I need to like stop myself and think, nobody asked you. The problem is, I know I'm right.
I know.
I know I'm right.
They're
I
so
have a
dumb.
sixth sense.
People are so
I can
dumb.
sense these things. I look at two people. I know what's making one tick, the other tick. I know how to make people
Yes.
meld.
Yes.
I know, you know? And yeah, but I've never been excommunicated for giving my advice.
Mm,
Actually, but I do have less friends than I once did.
interesting.
Maybe that's because of that, but I thought it's just because, you lose touch. Have you ever thought about that? From our vantage point, there are people you've lost touch with, don't speak to. We just say, all right, time passed. It is what it is.
Oh, I don't say that. I make a list.
I was going to say, do they think that there's a reason that they're not talking to you?
I don't know, but I make a list.
You do.
Oh, yeah.
You have a list of people.
I go, hope they don't ever need me.
Mm.
Hope they don't ever need an exterminator who also does mesh grading because they're not getting a recommendation.
You have a list.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Mm.
Forgive your enemies, but make a list.
But not enemies. People that you just drifted from. You don't have anybody that you drifted from?
Sure. Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. You think they, and maybe it's a dumb question, but do you think that they think that you drifted or they have a gripe? That's what I'm asking.
It's such a hard call.
It's a hard call. How can we know?
I don't know. Because do you mind? I'll create a whole scenario in my head. I'll be like, this person, like, I was like, I knew they were no good.
Yeah. Same.
And then, like, I'll run into them 6 months later and they'll have no animosity and just like pure love. And I'll be like, James, he's the best. Why did I see good old Jimbo more?
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Mhm.
So they probably are doing that. They probably are like, Josh Peck, too good for me, big movie star.
Yeah.
When really, they run into you on the street. They're like, same old Josh.
When really there's a strike going on and I'm in an incredible amount of financial insecurity.
Speaking of which, we're looking for more sponsors.
I've got a couple news stories.
Okay.
And I think it's worth a little comment. One of which, couple claims they're actually cousins, but refused to break up 3-year marriage. I wish we were joking. The couple was told they looked alike before, and now it's pretty clear as to why in a viral TikTok. Let's see, how long have they? I wish I was kidding. They had no idea that they were part of the same family tree, and they're related. They're cousins. It doesn't say whether or not they're first cousins, but I'm
Incredibly important information.
Yeah. They won't say.
How
Weird.
alike do they look? Is there a photo?
They won't say, but let's assume they're second cousins. Let's not say first, because it'd be crazy if you didn't know that you were first. Second.
This is why you need to get family involved early in a relationship. Mother would have known.
Right.
She would have known. Unless maybe this is just me, I'm very, very well aware of my first cousins, second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't really cousins, but you call uncle. You know what I mean? Like a close friend. I know everybody in my parents' orbit. They've always brought up these people.
Right.
So there's just no way that because of that, I could date my cousin. If unless they're a fourth, that's not like a real thing. That's not real. First cousin and second cousin, it's close. It's close. But I still think if you're in love and you've already done it, keep living in sin.
No judgment. This is the one that ends the pod.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
been a good run.
Great run.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
fine.
Shout out Element Electrolytes who've been with us the whole way. Nutrafol, Hero.co for the bread. It's great bread. Okay, so here's another story, which is Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are dating, and they were caught smooching at the Beyonce concert. Wow. Thoughts?
Let them smooch. Let the people smooch.
Let them smooch and be well.
Let the people smooch.
Yeah.
You?
I don't know why I feel like a kinship to Timothée Chalamet, and by that I mean like deep jealousy. No. But I also I know he went to LaGuardia High School, which is the other performing arts high school in New York. I went to Professional Performing Arts High School. I feel like I know him. I could be like, yo, Timmy boy. So I can't believe my boy Timmy boy is dating a Jenner or a Kardashian. So it's a little funny. But good for you, Timmy boy.
Yeah, Timmy boy.
Yo, Timmy boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It's funny though, caught smooching. We're terrible as society. Caught smooching. They can smooch wherever the hell they want. They're consenting adults. Let them smooch.
Yeah, let them.
What's the issue?
What's better than a good smooch?
Caught smooching.
Wow.
No issues. There's nothing better than a good smooch.
They didn't know people were going to be recording at the Beyonce concert.
They knew. They wanted to be caught.
Yeah.
They wanted to be seen.
Are you hearing any of this stuff with Logan Paul in this fight that he has coming up against Dylan Dennis?
I know who both of them are, but I don't know recent background.
I believe they're fighting, but basically something to the effect of Dylan Dennis is a MMA fighter, jiu-jitsu coach to a lot of to Conor McGregor, some famous fighters. And I believe they're fighting. And part of the hype for the fight and kind of that trolling of each other is Dylan Dennis has been posting videos and pictures of Logan Paul's fiance.
I saw this.
That she might have sent to other people.
Yes.
And while I believe that in the fight game, you have to hype a fight, I don't like this.
I don't like it either.
I don't think it's cool.
I don't like it either.
No.
That said,
we're talking
these
about
Paul brothers are marketing geniuses.
They are.
And if you don't think that he knows that he signed off, that she signed off, I think you're crazy. I think that they know that rising tide raises all ships. All press is good press. More viewers, more money. Oh, you're upset? Here's a bag of cash.
Right.
I think they know. I can't imagine that any of these things are a surprise. They can't be. They can't be. They're too smart.
They are. Good. As long as Logan's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he wants to come on the podcast, he's more than welcome.
I do. He doesn't text me back anymore.
Oh, okay.
He used to.
Not anymore.
Do you have your what are you nuts moment?
I do, but I actually have one more story.
Oh, good.
I have one more story because we were talking about it earlier, and I think it's something that we should discuss. Tom Brady joins Delta Airlines as strategic advisor in first of its kind multi-year partnership. Delta Airlines and 7-time Super Bowl champion, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. Obviously, Tom Brady wrote this himself. Tom Brady on Wednesday announced an innovative new partnership connecting Brady's expertise in teamwork, performance, and perseverance directly to Delta as a long-term strategic advisor. Thoughts?
I'm okay with it. I mean, I think companies do a lot of silly things, and it's basically like a high-profile 3 times a year motivational speaking gig that they're probably paying him oodles for.
Yep.
Right?
I think it's super cool. I think that if he's the most calm, cool, and collected strategic thinker out there, it makes a lot of sense. Delta, especially executives, you'd think, high pressure environment, cancellations, making sure you're on time, all this. There's so much crap. Airlines could not be getting more crap, and rightfully so. The airlines need a huge overhaul.
Yes.
But Tom Brady could definitely leverage some of his skills to other walks of life, and I think it's genius. I do. I would like to know what they're paying him, but genius.
So would I.
So much money. He's so rich.
He is.
He's so rich. All right, my what are you nuts? I frequent Starbucks. I'm also not proud of that, by the way. Unless they want to sponsor. It's just convenient. But if there was something more convenient, I would do something else. I do it for the convenience. I actually happen to love their app. The fact that you can order it
Gorgeous.
and just walk up and your coffee's there. Amazing.
collect them stars.
Amazing. But the coffee's really not that great. I digress. Woman in front of me picks up a Trenta milk. She ordered a Trenta. You know what a Trenta is?
30 ounces.
Milk. Just milk. I posted this on my Instagram story because what are you, nuts? A Trenta milk? And everybody, like probably 50 DMs. Probably got it for her baby. Children need milk and she probably ran out. I watched her drink it. So you can get that conspiracy theory out of your head. She ordered a Trenta milk over ice and drank it. And all I got to say is stomach is steel. Obviously not Jewish. No Jewish woman could down 30 ounces of milk from Starbucks and not have to immediately visit a restroom.
That's like someone, like you see a Jew drinking 30 ounces of milk is the same as seeing someone walking like the edge of a building, right? You go like, don't do it. You know, you have a lot to live for.
That's so funny. But yeah, what are you, nuts? Trenta milk.
That's nuts.
Nuts. Just go to the corner store and buy a carton of milk. Why are you overpaying? I can't even imagine how much they charge you for the Trenta milk. Right?
It's a crazy
thing. Order.
And it's crazy that obviously she wants to be seen ingesting that much milk.
Crazy.
And there's just she doesn't respect herself.
No, she doesn't.
That's crazy.
No.
You know, we all love Dawn dish soap. And I've noticed their commercials. And I've never batted an eye at this. But we've all accepted that Dawn is the dish soap that they use when animals are subject to an oil spill. And they wash off the little ducklings with all the petrol on them, all that deep sea oil from the BP oil spill. I think this is ridiculous. That this is their big marketing campaign. What does that have to do with my pot with the egg residue on it? I'm glad Ducky's fine. But what does your soap cleaning up randomly oil spills? First of all, if animals are doused in oil, we've got a bigger problem.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Yes.
But I'm glad they're using that. But again, I got a pot here with tomato sauce baked in. Is it going to do it for that?
Why are they? They're not. You can't compare the two. Just because you can clean a duckling of oil doesn't mean you can clear a. You can clean a pan.
Yeah. What are you, nuts?
I
mean,
also tugging at the heartstrings. It's not nice. Don't use that duck to sell products.
I agree.
Just save the duck. Save the duck and don't tell me about the duck. Then tell me how great it is to clean my pan.
Yes, clean the duck off.
Clean the duck.
But make the commercial about my baked in tomato sauce.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel
Propaganda. It's like the ASPCA. I'll never forget. In the arms of an angels, fly away. For and it's like, come on. I know isn't. I'm sorry. I'm sure everybody's going to come out with the ASPCA.
We're cutting this. We're cutting this. We're cutting this. We're cutting this. We are cutting this. Got it. Hey, guys, you're probably wondering what that weird cut was. Ben just said some shit that'll get us canceled. It's slightly problematic, and we don't want charities coming after us. Cut. Now for 30 seconds of just this. You'll never know.
So how was your day?
I've had the best time with you.
Me too. Unbelievable.
I'm upset you think I'm sick when I'm just a little hoarse from my inhaler.
Just a little sick from
and
being
that's
sick.
Fucking lit. You've never been slightly hoarse from your inhaled steroid?
No.
I will say that I did think I was dying on the flight here because my lungs felt so tight. And I just said, well, if I'm going to die, I'm glad it's in Delta One.
Yeah.
Or United Polaris if they want to sponsor.
Oh, subtle flex, Delta One. That's a pricey ticket. Excuse me.
It was a red eye.
I'm just kidding.
It actually was surprisingly. I'm working this into my college gig. I'm headed to Kansas tomorrow, so I had a bit of a travel.
The kids are going to be excited to
Stipend.
see you.
I can't wait. I love doing these college gigs. Bring me to your college. Bring us to your college.
I would love to come to your college. I'm just
Yes.
saying I'm being excluded from the gigs. If you want me at your college, let me know.
We would love to have you.
We would love to.
And I think that you know what it is? It's a good opportunity for me to be keyed in with the youth.
Yeah.
And now at 36, I look at these young people. They're like my kids.
Yeah, they are.
These are not peers anymore. These
Children.
are like, my big stupid children.
Yeah, my children. Yeah.
And I love them.
Children that can make huge mistakes.
Yeah.
Huge life-altering mistakes. Stay in school.
Let's shut her down.
Take us home.
Benjamin, I can't get enough of you.
Me too.
Should we do a live show?
Yes, we should. Should we launch merch?
Yes. Merch, live show.
Cool.
What else?
No, I think those are two good
Maybe
big
a
things.
hotline.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
a
good.
car dealership like Mark Wahlberg.
Okay,
Maybe
cool.
we do the Mark Wahlberg model. We do burgers. We do a car dealership. He has that.
Does
we
he?
do clothing.
Yeah.
And we do our own prayer app so we can stay prayed up like Mark Wahlberg.
He has a prayer app?
Yeah. I find it a little odd.
Yeah, but we could do that easily.
I think monetizing prayer, weird.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Fine. Well,
Wolf gets it. I just heard Wolf go,
it's a little weird.
I don't want to speak for Wolf. I feel like he heard me.
I'm just saying we were wrapping the podcast, but now we're talking about monetizing prayer being a little weird. And I think all they do is monetize prayer.
Interesting. Say more.
Collection box, monetizing prayer.
What do you mean? How are they going to keep the doors open?
Yeah, how is Mark going to keep the lights on in his home?
What? What do you mean? Like when they do tidings?
No, I'm just saying, like when you like
Sadaka?
yeah, exactly. You're donating, but it's also going to the church. So if Mark is helping people pray, is he not allowed to monetize?
What, the Church of the Pacific Palisades over there, wherever he lives?
No, for sure. But that's a problem with like big church in general. Like people are just like launching churches all the time. What was that show called? Oh man. It's purple. I see the color purple.
Wait,
I got a vision. Adam Devine's in it.
Yeah, the Righteous Gemstones.
Yes, yeah. And it's just like, yeah, like you make a church, but like I don't know if it's any worse than any regular church. We can probably
Pimp My Church. Pimp My Church, it's called.
Oh,
Sorry. It's with Exhibit, and he
Pimp
goes.
My Church is a show?
No, but it's.
Oh.
We got an aquarium behind the altar. We got the Taurus floating.
By the way, I can't believe that I just thought Pimp My Church was a real show. That's crazy.
What's up, y'all? This is Exhibit, and this is St. Anthony's Tabernacle. Where is Exhibit? Is he okay?
I don't know. I hope he's okay.
I think in 2024, more Exhibit.
Yeah. Pimp My Church. We should greenlight it.
Pimp My Church.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Pimp My Place of Worship.
Pimp My
I
Place
want to keep
of
it
Worship.
wide. Keep it wide.
Pimp My Place of Worship.
Well, on that note,
5 stars.
subscribe.
Please subscribe. But yes, merch, live shows. We're doing big things. And the only way we can do those big things is if you keep recommending the podcast to friends.
Rate, review. It means a lot to us. And check out our sponsors. Use our code Good Guys. Helps the pod.
Yes, use our code. And you know what? Go back. You liked this episode. Listen to last week's. The week before. Fall down a rabbit hole. It's a wonderful experience. And if you do fall down a rabbit hole, Josh is a guy.
Yes, I got a guy.